A normal chess game begins with 20 possible moves, but this game reaches a position where one player cannot make a single legal move in only 10 moves. This is the fastest known stalemate in chess, but it still leaves one problem. The other player can move. So what happens if we make the position twice as possible? No legal moves for white, no legal moves for black, and neither king can be in check. This is the fastest known way to trap bot players. Stalemate happens when the player's whose turn it is has no legal moves and is not in check. I show you today the fastest stalemate possible in chess. The first two has been invented by Samuel Lohr a lot of years ago, and this is the fastest ever. That's crazy because it's a stalemate in just 10 moves. And the strangest thing is, okay, moves are not the best move possible, of course, but what's happened? You have to stop every single pawn, you have to stop the rooks, you have to stop the knights, you have to stop a lot of pieces, but in just 10 moves, let's see how is it possible doing a stalemate. Okay, he played rook h6, h4, so now h pawn is stopped, f6, queen takes d7. Of course, he played f6 for moving the king on f7. Okay, there are no sense move, I know. But here, queen takes b7 and queen d3, because we have to remove the knights, of course. Knight takes b8, queen h7, so is auto-trapping the queen with queen h7. And here, queen takes c8, king g6, and after queen e6 is stalemate. So let's gonna see, okay, no pawn moves, 1, 2, 3, it's not possible, 4 pawn no moves, bishop has no legal moves, knight has no legal moves, queen has no legal moves, rook 2, rook cannot be moved from their starting position, so king is the only piece that can be moved, but if we go here, queen can take. If we go here, queen can take. If we go here, pawn can take. So that's stalemate. But Samuel Lloyd, he also invented the fastest stalemate without taking a single piece. And that happened in just 14 moves. d4, d6, queen d2, e5. a4, e4, queen f4, and f5. h3, bishop e7, queen h2, and bishop e6. This is super, super, super difficult to do. Rook a3, c5, rook g3, queen a5 check, knight d2, bishop h4. He has been played f3, bishop b3, d5, e3, c4, and here after f4, it's a stalemate. That's insane because nobody took a single piece, and here white has no moves. He cannot move the rook, otherwise black can take the king. So rook is pinned, knight has no moves. The other knight has no moves too because it cannot be moved because it's pinned. Queen is checking the king otherwise. Bishop are blocked. This one is blocked, this one is blocked too. Rook, okay, I said you this rook is pinned, but this rook is not possible to be moved. Queen is also not possible to be moved, and also all the pawns are not legal moves. So that's the fastest stalemate ever. But this one is probably the hardest one because that's a stalemate, but for both players at the same time. It has been invented by an Italian person, Enzo Minerva. Let's gonna see what's happened, and in just 18 moves, let's gonna see what's happened. c4, d5, queen b3, and bishop h3. Like before, moves has no sense, it's just a simple calculation for arriving in a position where there is a stalemate for both players. Queen takes b7 and king f7. Queen takes a7, king g6, f3, c5, queen takes, rook takes. Okay, they are trying to remove as more pieces as possible. King h5, queen takes g8, rook take b1, rook take b1, and king h4. Queen takes, h5. Okay, this position, if there was a normal position, was probably the craziest game ever. D takes c3, queen takes b8, king g2, queen f4, e takes f4, d4, bishop e3, and here after d takes e3, that's a stalemate for both players. Okay, white has to move, so he has no legal moves. Bishop cannot be moved, knight cannot be moved, rook cannot be moved, pawn of course cannot be moved, and king also cannot be moved. But if that's a black move, black has no legal moves too. King cannot go back, cannot go on g4 or g3 at the same time, and pawn has no moves. So that's the fastest stalemate ever for both players. Text me in the comments what do you think about these combinations, if you like them, if you knew them, because it's super hard to know this strange and crazy combination, and probably if I told you that the fastest stalemate was in 10 moves, you probably don't believe me. So guys, I hope you enjoyed, like the video, follow the channel, and see you on next video.